Hello everyone, welcome. In today's video. We are finding the square root of a number with three different techniques. So these techniques are really very useful when you want to find the square root of a number without a calculator, a mental math if you want to do, right? Or you if you want to find it very quickly. So let's understand. So here are some points regarding the square root. So a square root is nothing but when a number is multiplied by itself. So that is a square and the factor is called the square root of that number. Right? Square root is written, square root is nothing but the inverse operation of the squaring of a number. Right? Now negative 3, if I'll take negative 3 square is 9, 3 square is also 9. So when I say square root of 9, it may be a positive 3 or negative 3. Now here in this video, we are finding the positive square roots of any number. As of now, we are not considering the negative square root. Remember that the square is a positive number always. So we can find the square root of the positive numbers only. Alright. We cannot find the negative number square root. The negative number square root is a complex number which we'll talk later in some other video. Alright. Square root symbol is this square root of a. This is a radical. Okay. And the radicand is a here. Now there are different methods as I mentioned. So repeated subtraction method, prime factorization method, estimation method and long division methods are available. Here in this video we are talking about the other three methods. We are not talking about repeated subtraction method as that is not very convenient for the larger numbers. Alright. And our focus is just to find the square root easily. Alright. Now here are the squares and square root of first 10 numbers. So I would like you to just go through it once and you have to try to remember them so that you can solve the questions very easily. Alright. Now let's start with our first method. Now here it is the prime factorization method. So let's understand the prime factors of the first number given here. So 256. So what I'll do, I'll just prime factorize this number. Prime factorize means we have to find the prime factors of the given number. So I'll just start with 2 because the number 256 is even number. So divide by 2. I'll get 128. Again I can divide by 2 and I'll keep on doing unless I'll get 1 in the answer. So I'll get 64 and then 32, then 16, and we'll just repeat this process until we'll get 1 as the final factor, right? So I have just find the prime factors. Now I'll just find the pair of the factors because we are finding the square root. So I can write this as 2 square times 2 square times 2 square times 2 square. So basically I can say this is 2 raised to 4 square. So 256 is 16 square, or I can say square root of 256 is 16, right? As I earlier mentioned, we are finding the positive square root only. We are talking about the positive square root only here in this video. In actual scenario, the positive 16 and the negative 16 both are the square root of this number. Alright, perfect. Now, though this prime factorization method, but as I am talking about fast calculation, how to find the square root quickly. So, I'll just show you very important technique here to find the square root of this number. So, 225 times 100 I can write for this number, right? Now, 225 is square of 15. I know that. So, I can just write this. If not, then you can just do the prime factorization of this. Then also you will get this. Okay. And 100 is nothing but 10 square, that we know. So what I can say, 22500 is nothing but 15 square times 10 square. Hence the square root of this number is very easy to say, it is 150, right? See how quickly I found that, correct? Perfect. Now I'll show you the second method, which is estimation method. Here we are not calculating actually anything. We are just estimating the square root. Again, this method is helpful when the number is a perfect square, or you can estimate. Okay, you can find the approximate value of the square root. All right. Now here the number is 4489. So I'll just say 4489. So this perfect square number 44, just before 44 the perfect square number is 36. So I'll just say two zeros because I know that perfect square has ending with double zero. Now this is less than 4489, and now the next perfect square is 4900 because 7 square. So this is what, 60 square and 70 square. So the square root of this number is lying between 60 and 70. Now we'll fix a value. So the middle of this two number is 65 square. So I'll quickly find the square of this. I have the technique of this finding the square of the number which is ending by 5. I already uploaded a short for that. If you haven't watched, please watch it and you can understand how to find it. I'll just quickly tell you. So we'll write 25 at the end, and now 6, and the next number is 7. So 6 into 7 is 45. So this is the square of this number. Okay, you can find easily. Now 4489 is greater than this number. So this is less than 4489. So I know that now square root of this number is lying between 65 to 70. Okay. Now as the number is ending by 9. So I know that, with this help of this table, square root of 9 ending by, square of 3 ending by, with 9, and 7 ending by 9, right? So I can say that it can be 3 or 7 at the end. Now as the number is greater than 65, so 67. So what I can say, this is 67 square. So the square root of 4489 is nothing but 67. This is how I can estimate this, right? I hope you get it. Let's understand with some more example. Now here this number is given, so 390625. So again I'll write the perfect square number, which is again 3 6, and now I'll just keep all the zeros. This is less than 390625, and the next number is 490000. So I know that this is 600 square and this is 700 square. Again the same logic. Now this number is very close to this. So what I'll do, as the number is ending by 25, right? So the end of this is what, some digit here and end by 5, right? Now as this is very close to 600 square, so I'll just try with, I can try with 605 square, or 615 square, or 625 square. Now as we are learning the estimation method, here it is 25 and square of 25 ending by 625. So I'll just try with this, and I know that the square of this number is 390625. If you calculate, you will get this. Okay. So the square root of this number is nothing but 625. This is how we can estimate this. Alright, this method is really helpful in competitive exams when you are really very in rush and you have to find the square root of the number very quickly. Alright, okay. Now square root of the number by long division method. This method is applicable to any number, whether it is a perfect square or not a perfect square, or it is a decimal number, any number. Okay. So just watch this carefully, how we can find this. So what I'll do, I'll just write the number first of all as it is. Now we have to make a group of two digits from right to left. Means what? The group of this two digit, group of this two digit. Alright, now we have to start dividing this. Now I have to think about a square number which is 40 or less than 40. So I know that 6 square is 36. So I'll just write 6 square 36. Now I have to subtract and I'll get 4 here. Now before I'll do anything, I have to add this same number with this, okay, which I am multiplying. So 6 plus 6 is 12. And now bring 96 here. Now you have to think about a digit after 12. So let's say x, and you are multiplying it by x such that the answer which you are getting here is less than or equals to 496. Alright, you have to think about a digit which you can multiply with the same number so that the final answer is 496 or less than that, right? So as the number is ending by 6, what I can say, it is nothing but it can be 4 or it can be 6, correct? We know that. And now what I can say, this is nothing but uh, we can say this is just 4. I'll just try with the 4, and if I'll just make it 124 times 4, I'll get 496. So I'll get the 0 remainder and 64. So whatever is here is the square root of this. So what I can say, square root of 4096 is 64. Alright, as I am talking about positive square root, I am writing the positive number. Now same method, okay, one more time let's understand with the decimal number. So write the number as it is. Now group the digits before decimal. You just do it right to left, two digit pair, and after decimal make from left to right. So I just made the pairs, okay. Now same method. Think about a number which is 7 and the perfect square which is 17 or less than that. So 4 square, I know that 4 square. So 4 times 4 is 16. I subtract, I'll get 1. Add 4, don't forget this very common mistake. So you'll get 8 here. Alright. Put the decimal point. Again a common mistake. Bring 6 4 down. So now you have to think about some digit x here, so that when you multiply it by x, the answer which you are getting is 164 or less than that. So it is very clear that if I put 2 here, I'll get the same thing. So 82 times 2 is 164. So this is 0. So I got the answer here 4.2. So what I can say is square root of 70.64 is 4.2. Right? Very easy. Right. If you do practice, you can do very faster way. Okay. Alright. Same method, long division method. Let's solve one more question so that you'll get the clear idea. Okay. Now here the digits are like 5 digits. Okay. So let me write this. 27225. Now as I said, here I have to make a group of two digits from right to left. So here only one digit will be there. Alright. Method will be same. A perfect square which is 2 or less than 2. So 1 times 1 is 1. Subtract that, you will get 1. Add 1, don't forget that. Okay. Now bring 72 down. Now you have to think about 2 times x into x such that the answer is less than or equals to 172. So clearly what I'll get? It is 26 times 6. I'll get 156. When I subtract, I'll get 16 here. Add 6 before you do anything. Okay, just same number which you are multiplying, add over here. So what do we get? 32 here. Okay, this is a very common mistake. Most of the students forget this. Alright, now bring 25 down. Now think about a digit 32x times x such that the answer is less than or equals to 1625. It is clearly 5, right? No need to think more. So I can simply say this is 1625 and the answer is 165. So what I can say, 27225, square root of that is 165, positive square root, right? I hope this is clear. Easy? Yes. Alright. Now let's do this quickly. Okay. Again, write the number 127.29. Alright. And then group the number. Now decimal point before decimal, right to left, and after decimal, left to right. Perfect. And now what I'll do, I'll just start doing this. So 1s are 1. So I'll get 0 here. Before I do anything, add 1. I'll get 2 here. Now bring 7 down. Think about any number. So obviously it is 1 only. So 21. Subtract 21. You will get 6. Before you do anything, add 1. So you will get 2. Now put a decimal point and bring 9 down. Now think about a digit 2x times x, right? So that the number will be less than or equals to 2629. Now this is not a perfect. So this is clearly 2, right? 3 won't work. Now 2. So I'll get 444, and now I'll get over here this way. So this will goes on. Okay, this will goes on. If I want to go on, I can repeat this method. I can find the other decimal points also here. So, but I can say this square root of 127.29 is approximately 11.2. Okay, so I can say this way. And anyway, see, 11 square is 121, so it is very close, right? So see, this method is really helpful in different applications, right? In finance, data handling, normal distribution, Pythagoras theorem. Okay, when you want to find the distance between 2 points, right? The square root is important, distance formula. Then quadratic formula, again square root is important. Then if radius of the circle you want to find, then when the area is given, same way if the square area is given, if you want to find the side length, right? Simple harmonic motion, standard deviation, and so many applications are there in real life where you can use these methods which we have learned today. I hope you understand all the methods. If you have any doubt, please write in the comment box and practice this. Okay, this will really help in fast calculation. All right, thank you for watching.